happy we are here at Lagos State University, Ojo, with the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ibiyemi Tunji-Bello, who has just been awarded as the Vice Chancellor of the Year. Not just only the Vice Chancellor of the Year, but also looking at the capacity that has been added to the award. So this gives us a better understanding of what posterity is all about, that whenever you have opportunity to do exploit to the benefit of humanity, there's always a reward towards it. So, Professor, here we are, Lagos State University. Like I said, it looks like a mini heaven. So what is the drive?
Thank you very much, and welcome to Lagos State University. We are Lasu, we are the greatest. Well, the drive really is the need to impact the society. They need to take the university to greater heights. They need to improve the image of the university and make sure that whatever we do, we are sure that we are moving the university forward, and nothing will hinder the movement. And when I came in, I looked at it and I said, oh, this is a moving train. The train is moving. It's either you hop in or you get crushed on the way. What we are focused on, where we are going, and we are moving on. And that's the drive. We have a vision. We came in with a vision. I came in with a vision of taking Lagos State University to greater heights and making Lasu a greater university. And the vision was clear to everyone in the university. And we had our objectives on how to go about it and the duty for everyone. And that is what is the drive. And thank God for those who push us. And we are here, we are now. Thank you.
Okay, you've been awarded as the Star of Transformation and the Bravery Vice Chancellor of the Year 2025 by African Watch Network, a reputable media outfit in not only in Nigeria but Africa. How do you feel about such if I say global honor, I'm correct?
I'm not. When you gave me that award, I was wondering, is it me? Is it me that they are giving the Star of Transformation? What have I done? Everything is to the glory of God. Because every day the university moves forward, and I just feel that we are all doing what we are supposed to do. So when it starts showing, that's when we will say, so this is what we have been doing. We thank God for it. And it's all to the glory of God. Star of Transformation. Well, to God be the glory.
Because we try to understand that we have to leave a legacy. And that legacy is what will be remembered when we have gone. And so that legacy is what we are looking at. Now, I don't know how many years is left for you as VC here, and what you tend to do more. Of course, you've done a lot. What's the projection in the remaining year?
1 year.
Just 1 year.
I have just one more year. And the main reason why I want to move on, if not, I would just have relaxed. After all, I've achieved so much. But you don't. The Bible tells us that you don't rest on our oars. We'll continue to move and always move forward. And let's until the last day, we shall continue to do our best to take Lagos State University forward. We have new programs that will be ready for accreditation. The onus is on me to make sure that they get full accreditation before I go, because we established the programs and I wouldn't want the programs to stop. So those are what's pushing me, and I'm sure I'll get there with all those new programs will be fully accredited by the end of 2026.
Visima, there's something very, if I use the word cynical, I may be correct, because women are finding it difficult to get to the peak of their careers, especially in a society where men wants to dominate. And if I'm correct, they say you are the first female vice.
No, second.
Okay, second. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what can you say in means of encouraging young ladies who want to aspire to the peak of their career? What are the things you think they should begin to look at and do?
Well, it was so easy for me to get to the top of my career because I was focused. I needed to work twice as hard as my male counterparts. You know, in the university, it's publish or perish. And if you don't publish, you will just stay there. So a lot of our colleagues, our female colleagues, they will want to give excuses. Now they're pregnant, they're doing school runs and so on. They're leaving their research, not doing much of the research. So if you are a woman and you want to reach the top, all you have to do is work twice as hard as the men. Don't allow them to lower the criteria for you. Make sure you compete with them, and that way you will get to the top. But if you allow them to lower the criteria for promotion and so on, because you are a woman, you won't get anywhere. Don't let them push you aside. Enforce and enforce your rights, and whatever it is that you need to do to improve yourself, improve yourself. Make sure that before you can come out to compete with your male counterparts, you have done 2 times or 3 times higher work than he has done, so that there will be no excuses. In those days, I used to envy the men. I was so close to Prof will know. I would just look at them and say, hey, now you guys, you are going home. Your wife would have prepared food. And you just will be reading newspaper. Those days, there are no, you just be reading newspaper. Everything is done. For me, I'm still going home. I'm going to cook. I'm going to cook. I'm going to make sure that the children are okay, do their homework. And at the end, when you guys are resting, I will start writing my own paper, my own report. So we work 2 times more than the men. That's just the reality. You can't get anywhere without hard work. You must work hard. There's all this glass ceiling that men put, or the imaginary glass ceiling for women. You have to shatter it. You don't allow them to stop you. You move on. And when they know that you know your worth, they will respect you and put you where you belong.
VC, are you talking about competition here?
Of course. It is competition. It is competition. It is competition. You have to be, if you just relax, they will just push you aside. Any woman. Sir?
So women should compete with men.
Exactly.
That's the message.
I got here by competition. I have my CV was there. I applied with other ones. So let the CV speak.
Let the CV speak. Well, I'm very sure some men want to contest some of the things we have said.
Okay, maybe. I've always been controversial when it comes to that.
Okay, finally, before we try to wrap up these conversations, value system is very important. But it seems the value system is diminishing And so how do we bring back the value systems and begin to live, to make society a better place?
Well, it starts from home. The last time I went to JAMB, we were told that parents bought special centers for their wards. They paid millions of naira to those who mercenaries, those who will sit for exams. So where are we going in this country in the next 5 years when these ones graduate? So it starts from home. The value system, doing the right integrity, family values, religious values, and what is right must be done. We need to talk to our parents, all the parents now, then in the government, and also, of course, everywhere. Change, do the right thing, go to the right places, get the right, associate with the right people, those that will move you towards your destiny. Integrity is mainly truthfulness, integrity, and love. Because if you love your neighbor, you won't want to harm that person. If you are truthful, you won't cheat in the exams. If you have integrity intact, then this country will be intact and we will move forward. So right values, very important. Parents should do the right thing, discipline their children when there's need to discipline them, and encourage them. As a female, I had a very good a female daughter. As a female daughter, my father made sure that I never lacked so that I could not be induced by any male, any man. So as parents, when we have female daughters, give them, make sure that they are comfortable. Give them what they need at the right time. When they are in school, make sure you visit them and you give them their needs. With that, they are confident. They have the confidence that, why would I collect money from a man when my father can even do better? So that's another value that we need to have. And I pray that our God will help us, because where we are going in Nigeria, God help us.
Well, we come to the end of this interview with the Vice Chancellor, Lagos State University, Professor Ibiyemi Tunji-Bello, who has just been awarded with the African Gold Merit Award as the Star of Transformation and the Vice Chancellor of the Year 2025. It's a pleasure having a conversation with you, Prof.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. And once again, thank you for the award. God bless you.
We come to the end of this interaction. Next time, if we have opportunity, we'll interact again with the VC. See you next time.
Here in Lasu, we say we are Lasu. We are the greatest. That is our slogan. Visima, we have with us this morning officials of African Watch. African Watch. Yes, African Watch. Yes, African Watch News Magazine. And the assignment here this morning is very simple. To present an award that has been deservedly and meritoriously won by the Vice Chancellor, to her. I recall a song by Pato Rankin. It says, "Celebrate me, now we are they alive." It simply says that celebrate me now that I'm alive. And the VC has been celebrated over and over again. She's the winner of multiple awards from within Nigeria, outside Nigeria, all over the world. And your coming here today is, another attestation to her excellence in leadership. So welcome to the office of the Vice Chancellor. So this morning, I'd like to start by introducing to you your hosts, the Vice Chancellor and other members of management. The VC is here this morning with the full complement of our team to tell you how much significance she places on your visit. So, of course, I'd like to start by introducing the woman herself, the one whom you have come to meet, whom you have come to, celebrate. And she's no other person than the Amazon of education in Nigeria, tertiary education in Nigeria, Professor Ibiyemi Ibirola Olatunji-Bello, MNI, FNLI, FSPSC, MPOL.
Welcome to the Lagos University, and really appreciate your coming. Men-Lasu.
We are the greatest. Yes, I should establish for the record that the VC is a professor of physiology. He's formerly a two-term deputy vice chancellor in this great university. Formerly, she's the first female head of the department of physiology in Lagos State University. Also, first female professor of physiology in Lagos State University. She is also formerly the Directorate of Advancement, the first to occupy that office in Lagos State University. And of course, is the second female to occupy the exalted office of Vice Chancellor in the 43-year history of this university. Yes, and she's taking LASU to greater heights. Yes, the VC is supported by very eminent professionals, academics and professionals, as members of management. I have her seated next to her, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration. She's Professor Adenike Omotunde Boyo. Professor Boyo is a professor of physics. It does not come any easy to be a professor in that field. And next to her, of course, is another professor of philosophy. Again, it does not come, we have three fees. I did English in school, and I like to think that I did Finglish, working with a professor of fees. So, professor of philosophy, Professor Useni Taiwo Apisi, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics.
Welcome to Lagos University. Men-Lasu.
Next to him is the Generalissimo of Record, the Registrar and Secretary to Management and Council of our university. He is Mr. Emmanuel Abiodun Fanu.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Men-Lasu.
Yes, and the bossa of our university, merely seeing him, he probably needs no introduction. That is Mr. Said Babatunde Olayinka, FCA.
Good morning, all. You are welcome to LASU. We are LASU. We are the greatest.
And I'm sure, like I said, he needs no introduction because he's also a winner of awards from African Watch. I was with him last year. Yes, when you conferred on him an award. So, and then, of course, we all have with us this morning the director of the Directorate of ICT. ICT in LASU is a mainstay of the operations of this university. And the man in charge of that is Professor Oluwatoyin Enikume.
Thank you very much for coming. Good morning. We are LASU. We are the greatest.
We have one more member of management. By the time she comes, I will introduce her. That's the university librarian. But for now, I must acknowledge and recognize the presence of the Deputy Registrar Academic Staff Establishment, Mr. Samuel Otesoya.
Good morning. We are Lasu.
Yes. So I have other members of the Vice Chancellor's office here with us, led by the PAR, the Vice Chancellor's office, and other administrators in the VC's office. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Oluwaseun Banja. So VCMA, we, like I said earlier, African Watch magazine. We are here to present you an award, and I've been told that the team is led by Professor Akimboye. Yes, Professor Akimboye. But I would not be the one to introduce the team. I'd like to invite Chidera to take it over from here. You know, there's a program of events that have been shared with me, so she would take it over from here, ma.
We've seen your work, we've made our research, and we saw the great things you've done. And as he said, you are an Amazonian woman, if I'm not mistaken it. Let's start with introducing Professor Akimboye, one of the key members of African Watch Advisory Board. He's also the Dean of Postgraduate Studies, former Dean of Postgraduate Studies. We have with us Mr. Joe Ejiofor. He's the chairman of our editorial board, and is also the deputy registrar of Yaba College of Technology. Please, Mr. Ejiofor. We also have our editor-in-chief, Mr. Mark Ogu. I know you have liaised with him on the phone for the longest time. Okay. We also have one of our team members, Mr. Sam Arosi. He's our online editor. Mr. Sam Arosi, please say hello to the... Yes. And then we have the assistant online editor, Mr. Sam Innocent. Please, can you stand up and say something? And we have Mr. Richard, is the head of our administrative execution and planning committee. That's him. And my name is Chidera. I am the head of news for the media outfit. Here, I would like to call Mr. Mark to tell us a few things on why we chose the VC for this award. Mr. Mark, please.
Okay, distinguished VCMA, like I said when you came to receive us, that this is the second time of meeting you one-on-one. The first time was in Abuja. Okay, thank you. The first time was in Abuja when we went for the book launch of our able president, Bola Tinubu. A book written by my own father. I call him my own father, Mr. Sam Omashe. Because during the planning, I was part of the planning, and my journalism started from his mentorship. So on a particular day that I went to see him, because he delivered a lecture for this year's occasion. So I may mention your name, that we are planning of, putting your name as among the awardees. He said, wow, that's nice. That's nice. I've done well. So that was the genesis of nominating you as the Vice Chancellor of the year. Yes, of course, we had 2 Vice Chancellors of the year, University of Lagos and your humble self. This year's event was one of the greatest so far, because we had close to 3 Vice Chancellors that were in attendance. Afe Babalola, University of Lagos, and then in absentia, Lagos State University. The greatest. I'm sure Prof will contest that. So it was a great event. We had prominence in that occasion, and it's just a means of contributing to national development. And we've been in existence the last 13 years. Like your MC or the PRO mentioned, 2 of your professors, professor was there last year, was honored. The bossa was also honored. It was a great event. We do that every year. We look at track records. We look at opportunities. We look at human capacity building. And we look at performance. These are the indices that we use every year to nominate people. And then after doing our findings, then we write officially. That was why you received our letter. Categorically, your award was titled Star of Transformation and the Bravery Vice Chancellor of the Year 2025.
Thank you.
So if we look at the progression so far, I think we have had like 3 female vice chancellors who have received this award.
Yeah.
Then for men categories, like 2 or 3. Federal University of Petroleum Resources, through Delta State. We have University of Delta. The VC there is also a woman. So this year automatically made it 3 female vice chancellors,
Yes.
2 male vice chancellors. So the women are the winners. So you can see that we are more interested in women. So VC man, of course, no one can question what you have done in LASU for, since you assume office. And we felt it is necessary to recognize that and also tell you to do more, because when you are being rewarded, you are also expected to do more. That is what we expect from you. That is what Nigerians expect from you. So that after your tenure here, your name will be written in gold. Not only in gold, to be boldly in history, historical accounts of those who built LASU. We entered the school, we saw as if we are in heaven. So when he said, in assumption, of course, Prof.
Yes, I know that.
So that's why we are here, and we don't want to waste much of our time. I've itemized the reasons why, we made it necessary to nominate you. Our council chairman, Dr. Nzeribe, Chief Dr. Nzeribe, would have been here physically, but he has traveled to Switzerland. So he pleaded with us to plead with Prof. And Prof was out of his schedule. So, okay. VC, we are, so we work together. No, I will go. So out of his busy schedule, he had to come and represent the board to do this. So that is sacrifice. Prof, also thank you for this.
Yeah.
Okay, on this note, we'll proceed to the next agenda of the award proper.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Would like to invite Professor Akimboye to come and say a few things. I know you want to say a few things to the VC, so please.
Well, let me start by saying that I've known the Vice Chancellor since the past, I think it's over 30 years now. Yeah, over 30 years. We were both in the College of Medicine.
Okay.
That time. So that's when I knew her. And of course, I know that she has performed tremendously well, even when she was in the College of Medicine. And so we were not surprised when she was appointed the Vice Chancellor of this great university, which, like you said, I agree with you, is the best state university that we have in Nigeria today. So we are here, Amma, to acknowledge your tremendous achievements as the Vice Chancellor in this university. We know that you have recorded a lot of achievements in terms of intellectual capacity, infrastructural development, etc., etc. And so we believe that you should be rewarded. I know you've obtained so many, I can see so many awards here. So, I mean, that's a demonstration of the fact that you are a woman of substance. You've achieved tremendously well, and we feel that you should also be accorded an award. That's the purpose of coming here. In spite of the multitudinous, multidimensional, multifaceted problems, difficulties, challenges that LASU has encountered, you have been able to, for months, be able to mitigate and circumvent the various challenges. And so we believe that you will be rewarded for this. It is an outstanding achievement. Highly remarkable. Again, because you're a woman of profound intellectual capacity and administrative dexterity, should be given this award. And so we want to thank you, ma, for welcoming us. Actually, on that day, we were thinking that we will be around, but I'm sure that something must have kept you back. So that's why we now decided that we should come here physically. And when I was told that you agreed, I said, in spite of your enormous responsibility, you still agree. Therefore, we have to come. I had a lot of things to do. I'm forcing like that, but I said I must be here. So we want to appreciate you, man. And I pray that God will continue to be with you, enlarge your coast, and grant you grace to finish well. In the name of Jesus Christ. So on behalf of African Watch News Magazine, we are presenting this to you, man, in appreciation of your tremendous achievements in terms of intellectual innovation, capacity building, and infrastructural development at the university, Lagos State University. I wanted to say it like.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Okay.
Let's clap for.
This is African Gold Merit Award, presented to our distinguished Vice Chancellor, Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji-Bello, as the Star of Transformation and Bravery Vice Chancellor and Woman of the Year 2025. Having built humans' intellectual innovation, creativity, leadership, and infrastructural development with commitment to administrative principles. Dated this day, well, the date that is here is 3rd of May, but today is 2nd of June, 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Certificate.
So let's have a photograph.
No, we are not done yet, please. Okay. Have you finished taking photograph? Okay. Certificate, Prof. Yeah, we'll take the picture later.
And finally, a certificate of honor. This certificate of honor to certify that Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji-Bello is honored with African Gold Merit Award as the Star of Transformation and Bravery Vice Chancellor and Woman of the Year 2025.
Very much.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Very much. All members of News Watch, African Watch News Magazine. I'm very grateful for this award. But first, I want to apologize for my being absent at the ceremony. It was not intentional. I knew I would be at Abuja, and I delegated the duty to one of my DVCs. Unfortunately, he fell ill that day. When he was just coming in, he was very, very ill. And he should have communicated to me. So maybe I would have called somebody else, or he should have called somebody else. But he didn't know that he could do that. But I've told him next time you can call someone else to go instead of not going at all. So I apologize for that. You know, when you sent a message to me, I was like, what? They didn't come? And I didn't know anything about that. So I'm so sorry about that. And of course, he's here. He is also apologizing on himself. Now, this award, you didn't tell me I was going to get an award or anything, but the fact that we have been working, and it's not only me that has been doing the work. You see this team, that's the best team anybody can ever have. They are dedicated, they are diligent, and most importantly, they are all loyal. So we all have a common vision, and that vision is to take LASU to the greater heights, to being the best in West Africa. And we have objectives everyone runs. In this university, if you meet any staff, they will tell you the objectives, the core values of the Vice Chancellor and the core values of the university. And everybody is running with the vision that we want to be the best in West Africa. And the way it was done was easy. When I came in, I gave a copy of my mission to every staff member. And they are all obliged to run with the vision. And everything we have been achieving is the collective effort of every staff of this university. So I dedicate this award to the staff, the diligent staff of Lagos State University. We are here, LASU is the best university in West Africa, according to Green Matrix. When we have green environment, you all came here and you said it's like mini heaven. And then it's not surprising, because even if you look at the area view, and that's what they have used at the Universitas Indonesia, there, the area view, and they said, we have the best university in the entire West Africa when it comes to sustainable environment, when it comes to the green metrics. There are so many of them. We have good the water, the air that we have, the fresh air, and so on. This university is moving forward to being the best, apart from green metrics. Other aspects, the World University Ranking, especially Times Higher Education, which is well known to all of us. They are moving forward, and I'm sure before we finish our tenure, we will get to the top in Nigeria, if not West Africa. And the onus is on the next person that will take the baton to continue, so that at the end, that vision will be achieved. We will be the best in West Africa. I appreciate this award, and I will just advise men and women, whatever you are doing, do it with integrity, be focused on your achievements, and do not allow distractions to stop you. There have been distractions. There had been roadblocks. But the determination to surmount the roadblocks, to even shatter the roadblocks, was what kept us going. The determination to ignore the distractions and be focused on our goal, what really is pushing every one of us to that height. So I want to thank you. I really appreciate it, and the university appreciates this award. Thank you very much.
Please, another round of applause for this. Okay, so at this point in time, we'll come to the end of the first part, which is the presentation of award. I'd like to invite the registrar and secretary to council and management to do a vote of thanks. After this, we'll have the media. Yeah. So after this, we'll have a brief media chat with the VC.
He has done a very beautiful vote of thanks before this official vote of thanks. And naturally, the Yoruba Palace, Erin Okinfon, but with our permission, I have to do this to appreciate you and thank you for the honor and for the identification to have honored her with the award. I saw in the award of honor bestowed on her for being the best overall here now in Nigeria. And going forward, this university is the best in West Africa, and we are looking forward to also be the best in Africa. And by God's grace, we will get there with her leadership. So on behalf of ourselves, the management, and the entire university, we want to appreciate African Watch News Magazine for the award given to our Vice Chancellor. This, your organization, African Watch News Magazine, will continue to grow from lips to lips. Those working for that organization and who has deemed it fit to bring this award to our own dear professor. She's our own, and she's a great team player. And we are all working to ensure that her ambition for the university come to pass. And God will be with us in achieving that. So on that note, I thank you all collectively, particularly Professor Akinboye and the chairman of council, Chief, what do you call his name? Zeribe. Please extend our appreciation also to him and those who are also left in the office while you are here. We thank them all and we thank your organization. This organization will do good. Maybe some days you will consider myself too for what you have given to our dear professor. This person here is Professor Lakaka. And this one, you can see, Akoti Owo. So we thank you too for all of you. So we are grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think the team has taken note of that.
Yes.
Our registrar for the next award. And we see our DVCs too. So please don't forget them. So I remember last year, or was it early this year, Professor Akinboye, because I remember the face, but I've been trying to remember exactly where. It occurred to me that he was the external examiner at the Lasu Foundation examination. Yes, when they had their exam earlier. Interview here. Awesome. So on that note, Visima, I don't know if we can discharge other members of management or they should remain. We want to have a chat with you.
Let's present the members of Prof. This is Africa Watch Memoir. This was unveiled, launched during the session. It has all the profiles of all the awardees. The lecture of the day, prominent write-up from Senator Adefoye, Senator Femi Okurumu, Sam Omashaya, the guest lecturer. The lecturer is here. We have from Dennis Amakri, former DSS director. We have Professor Akinboye, we have Professor Mati Ikule, former vice chancellor. We have Professor Olakusi, we have Professor Gigi Dara. You have Dr. Kabiu Adamu. All of them talking about the Nigerian leadership structure and is sung national heroes. So this document is if I use the word, an intellectual document, Prof, I'm correct? Okay. And also a research document. These are prominent Nigerians who have written on the way forward on how we can build a better nation. So on this note, I will present it to the VC and then later hand over the other copies to her. Okay.
If we can celebrate them.